then one more before we get on to the rest of the agenda. I'd like to bring up our EMA Director, Ashley Ty. He is a representative of FEMA here this morning that's going to provide you some additional information. Thank you, Ashley.
Good morning. Yeah, so we have Mr. Keith Denny. He's with FEMA. He's the Deputy FCO, which is Federal Coordinating Officer. We always, every disaster, they have a Federal Coordinating Officer. So his boss is up in Atlanta working with GEMA. But they saw fit to assign Keith down here. He's looking after all of South Georgia, including us, and it's been great to have him here. Anytime we've had any little issues come up, anytime I call him, Johnny on the spot, and he's taking real good care of us. So just ask him to come this morning and give y'all a little update on the progress of what they've been doing and answer any questions you might have.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Happy to be here this morning. Thank you for asking us to come in. A quick overview of what we've been doing since October. We have a branch office that is open here in Valdosta at the Georgia Military College. We have roughly 100 people that are working there right now, and we are covering GEMA, Georgia Emergency Management Areas 2 and 8, which you guys are in 2, and we have 8, which goes north of here. Covers a lot of area all the way up to Tunes, I guess it is. So it's covering those areas. We still have a disaster recovery center that is open here in Valdosta. It was the first one that was opened, I think, 7th of October, 14th of October, maybe was the first one. That is still operating. They're seeing as many as 70 visitors still a day, and sometimes almost half of those visitors are first-timers, which is what we look at. We look at quite a bit. We still have disaster survivor assistance teams canvassing areas of Lowndes County and Valdosta. We think that they will be operating probably for a little while longer. And then what we're doing now is we're looking at what more acute care and casework that we can do with those that have not yet found an answer. And it's usually housing that the answer that they're looking for. So we're doing what we call enhanced applicant services. And we have a team of people that are in our branch office here now, and they are referred cases. They started a week ago with this. They had an initial caseload of about 42, and they're getting more and more. And they're actually doing outreach, contacting those families to see what their current situation is and what the resources are that are out there in the community that we can refer them to. Can we help them locate a rental property when they've received rental assistance? So that gets in, and that gets into some of the facts and figures of what's been provided to your residents so far. There have been over 30,000 registrations with FEMA. In our individual and households program, the overall program, we've distributed over $23 million. This is just Lowndes County. Of that $23 million, we're looking at a little over $17 million of that was for housing assistance. That's for repairs, some replacement if it's a trail and that type of thing. That's very limited. I'm sorry, 17,000 residents received housing assistance, and it's to 18 months. As long as they find their own place and it's within the limit that we can, that's designated by housing and development. So there are many, many options before we get to that direct housing program and the trailers that everybody sees. If we do get into this, we'll be looking at all those options that are not only outside of direct housing, but within direct housing, like direct lease, where we will lease a block of apartments and then move families into those places. There is a repair and use program that we have, apartments that need to be repaired, and we can do that in exchange for placing families in there. So those are all those options that we'll be looking at if the direct housing program is approved. And as I said, and they're much more acceptable to families than a travel trailer in your driveway. They really are. So, I'm open for your questions. We have a lot of work to do in the future with our interagency recovery coordination group, and our voluntary agency liaisons, who are looking at unfunded projects. Where are the gaps? Not only with families, but with local businesses, organizations, those types of things. Where can we find money that will fill in some of those holes there? And that's part of that long-term recovery. And that's where we start with you, Ashley, and everybody started with responsive recovery. And you get help from the state and from FEMA, from the federal government, and then it slowly is returned again back to you. And that's where that long-term recovery group and our agency recovery people and VALS will help return that back to you. So, there will be a lot of funding that will be coming your way. CBG, familiar with all of that. So we'll be there with you on that. I'm available again at the Georgia Military College through Ashley. If you have any concerns or questions, please feel free to get in touch with me.
Commissioners, any questions?
Yes, I have one question, just in regards, I saw a flyer that has the FEMA emblem on it that says December 12th, Thursday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There is I guess, individual response assistance, gathering taking place at Crossing Georgia Baptist Church. And I didn't know if you were going to be involved with that or knowledge of it.
I'm aware of it. I don't know who distributed that flyer. I don't believe it was us. But yes, we will have some representatives there that will be able to check status of registration, status of cases, and that type of thing. That again is this group that we have that's doing outreach. There's a little more to the story, but yes, we will be there.
I don't want to also put you on the spot for the benefit of citizens out there so that we can help you with the messaging. Are there programs inside of FEMA for the individuals that basically, we'll just call it the insurance gap, or what your insurance, let's say you had to have a new roof on a house and your insurance comes up to X amount of dollars, but it's a few $1,000s or a couple $1,000s short of what you really need. I mean, a lot of folks are kind of caught in that situation too, of having expendable cash that they can go out there to make these repairs. Is there something that FEMA offers to fill that gap?
There could be, as far as grant monies are concerned. Of course, the money that we distribute is grant monies. Doesn't have to be repaid. And there could be, depending on the situation, insurance comes first. But our goal is to make sure, we want you to stay in your home, number one, not have to go anywhere else. And we want to be able to make at least part of your home safe enough for you and the family to live in. So that is possible. The other option for that gap is a small business administration loan, at 2%. And that could be used for the deductible on your insurance, which in some states is rather large. Technically I live in Florida, so that hurricane insurance deductible is very big. It's based on the value of your home. But it can be used for any number of things, and also to build your home back better too. They have extra to put in there in those loans.
Any other questions?
Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Chairman, I have just one reminder. Actually, Ashley, and you may want to talk a little bit about where we are with this, but I know some of the folks that may be interested in that Crossing Jordan location that Commissioner Marshall mentioned, really want to talk about the flooding that occurred. So could you just let the commission know exactly where that is in progress, if you don't mind?
Yeah, that's a good point. So everything Keith talked about, the services they're providing is related to Hurricane Helene. On November 6th, we did have the heavy rain and flooding event, and we're working through the process. We have submitted all of our damage assessment, both from the public assistance, like Country Club Road and some of those, as well as the number of homes that were flooded to GEMA. And so they're working through the process of getting a declaration, but unfortunately, as of right now, the resources that they have are not available to those that were only affected by the flooding. So, for example, let's just say somebody from Chadwick subdivision shows up and says, hey, my house was flooded. They're going to say, well, when did it happen? If they say November 6th, then unfortunately, it's not what they want to hear, but they're going to say, well, that's not covered under this declaration, so this funding is not available. So it's very important people understand but we are working. Can't make any promises. We have done what we can do as far as providing information, and GEMA compiles it from all the counties that were affected.